My name is Dean. I recently celebrated my 43rd birthday. I'm a Sagittarius. Any Saggies in the house? So yeah, if you're into your astrology, you might know that the Sagittarius is depicted as a centaur. Half horse, half man. And yes, I can confirm the rumours. From the waist up, I'm more man. From the waist down, I'm more horse. So wing it, baby. Now the similarities between me and a horse don't stop there. I'm a vegan, so I love my fruit and veg. I munch on apples and carrots every day. And because of my high fibre diet, what comes out of my behind is probably big enough to sink the Titanic. It's like, you know, when a clown's pulling bunting out of his pocket, and it just goes on and on and on. Now as a vegan, the most common question I get asked is, Dean, where do you get your protein from? And I'm like, come on, plants of course. The three biggest mammals walking this planet right now live off plants alone. Elephants, hippos, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. If you didn't know, the Terminator is plant-based, so I thought I'd have a go at updating a couple of his famous taglines. Hasta la vista. My carbon footprint. And instead of get to the chopper, Sir O'Connor, get to the electric car that's just parked outside there for you. Not quite the same ring to it, has it? Now, although I don't miss eating meat, I do feel sorry for meat eaters because you just don't know what's in a burger or a sausage these days. And if you're thinking, Dean, yeah, we know what's in a burger or a sausage, let me take you back to COVID. Remember the horse meat scandal? You thought you were talking into Pacey Pig when actually you were chowing down on Black Beauty. And did you know that for a product to be labelled as meat, it only has to contain 40% of animal flesh, which means, you lucky lot, the rest is made up of all them lovely animal body parts. The skin, the nose, the ears, the nails, the tails, the front bum, and even worse, the back bum. Oh! Which statistically means that the average meat eater has chewed on more bum holes than a gay man. Now, although I'm in my 40s, my best decade was being in my 20s. I moved down south when I was in my early 20s. I arrived in London with my cheap fake tan and the world at my feet. I jumped off the tube feeling like Dick Whittington and looking more like Dale Winton. And it just got worse. I remember walking down the street, I used to live in Brixton, I was on the phone. This guy shouted to me, "You're fucking queer." And I was like, oh God, what gave it away this time? Was it the style of David Beckham? The sophistication of David Gandhi? No, probably the voice of Lily Savage. And it got worse. In my early 20s, I see my reflection in the back of the mirror and realised I was bald. My mates didn't let me live it down. Being gay and bald in your early 20s is not the one. When I had my hood up, they called me E.T. When I had my hood down, it was Uncle Fester. And I'm absolutely gutted because I've just come on after Simon, who's already told that joke. When all the fake tan wore off, it was gone. And when I come home to my family for some love and support, my nephew shouted, "There's Lord Voldemort!" Now, the most exciting part of my 20s was probably my dating. But as I'm sure you can all appreciate, the first couple of sexual experiences were like really, really awkward. And it didn't help. Didn't help that if you were born in the 80s or earlier, we didn't have the internet to check what bit went in what body part went in what hole. And the closest we got to porn was running upstairs with the Great Universal Catalogue, flicking through to the underwear section, placing your finger on the private parts and giving it a little rub. Or was that just me? But anyway, I'll take you back to my first sexual experience. There it was, the lights were off, we were kissing. And I was just thinking, oh God, what do we do? What do we do next? What do we do next? I was like, just go forward, Dean. So I went a little bit down south, and as you know, the further down you go, the more body parts you've got to think about, the more techniques you've got to pull out. So I was just thinking, oh, just go for it. So we're giving that a little bit of a bite. That a little bit of a tickle. Woo. That little bit of a kiss. Woo. I was pulling it, I was twisting it. Before you know it, sex was off the cards because I was balls deep in a game of bop it, pull it, twist it, bop it, bop it. Ow! Thank you everyone, my name's Liverpool.